Hello everybody, welcome back to an episode of Minecraft Adventures. Back here, it's been a little while since the last episode, just trying to rotate everything around, like usual. It's dark and rainy out, a lot of mobs outside, or at least it was rainy a couple minutes ago before I started filming, but of course there's mobs all over. I'll get into the video's plans, and I just got hit by a witch. That's great. What a great way to start the video. Well, at least I'm at home, so if I do die, I'll respawn. Let me just set this respawn point. I could go to bed now. Well, now I'm on like one heart. It's infected, so let me just. She's still out there. I think she died actually. Let me just take care of some food. I'm gonna eat some food. What do I have? Anything good? Anything good? Beetroot, I guess. It's decent. Let me just take this. Real quick, I guess I'll just use a lot of these. Beetroot doesn't give you too good health. It only gives you half a bar for one, but this might take a while, sorry. Alright, now that that's out of the way, an interesting way to start the video, yeah, we're back. I know we had some of our expansion projects and whatnot going on in the last couple episodes. I know we have our dock that's finally finished now. And yeah, nothing too much going on. I mean, for most of the time, or most part, I should say, for the most part, the village is finished. Like I was saying, the bigger projects I wanted to get done are out of the way. So now there's going to be a lot more fun stuff we could do, and it's kind of starting this video. I think I'm going to go mining. I haven't been mining in a while, but I think I am going to go mining. Maybe nothing like too crazy or nothing hardcore, but I'm going to go mining. I definitely need some materials anyway, so I think mining is definitely in order for this episode. And I know I've been saying it for a while, but now that everything I wanted to kind of get out of the way for the village is done, I think definitely mining is in the plans for this episode. And the other half, just, first half, I guess I should say, this episode, I'm going to be getting some supplies together to go mining. And I need to get, like, a structured mine. I mean, I know I went to a couple different mines, but I need to get, like, a structured mine that I could kind of go back to and keep exploring. Um, so that's something I also want to kind of work on. Like, I want to try to find a good mine. I know we've had a couple in the past, but I want to try to find a good mine, make it kind of our own, and see what we could do. Like, we could come back to it every once in a while, for mining. So I'm gonna try to find one. There should be some nearby. I'm just trying to get some supplies. So I got a sword. I got two pickaxes. I mean, that should be alright, right? And then I got two swords. So this one's already half done. I know we have some of those diamonds we found earlier. I'm trying to save some of this other stuff I have here in the special chest just for later, like diamonds and whatnot. I mean, I could make a diamond sword, but, I mean, let's see, do I have any wood or anything to make anything at all? I might need to go scout out for some supplies. I think I'm going to go get some wood. Actually, I think I probably need more cobblestone. I guess so I can make a iron sword. Well, I guess I do need iron. And I need wood to make the sticks with. But I can't really do anything without the supplies I need for mining. So I guess we're just going to go wing it. I'm not going to bring too much with me. Just the select amount of things that I may or may not need. Definitely food. Um, and then we're just going to see what we could find. Like I said, it's not going to be too hardcore because I don't have a lot of stuff. But I just definitely need to get some supplies. And hopefully we could find something. I also need to get... Actually, you know what? I don't think I know what I'll do in terms of food. Just gonna go find a pig or so and find some pigs. Find some steak and whatnot. I'll make that. So I'll go hunting for a while, then I'll go to the mine. Um, I don't know. I mean, I know there was that one mine, but I kind of want to, like, thinking about rebranding it and, like, finding a different mine. But that could be tricky to find. Like, this wouldn't be a mining video, then it'll be more of me finding mine, I guess. But I guess I'll just try to set out now. I mean, I have everything else I need. The only thing I really need is some food. And we should be good, at least for a little mining trip. These are cows. I'll take it. I didn't get anything good. I mean, I guess I got some other stuff, but I don't really need leather. I'm not going to make leather armor, but... sheep are fine. I'll just take some of these. All beef, all mutton. See, it's the best, you know, in my opinion, I think it's the best to travel light in Minecraft, especially like I'm doing now. I'm going mining. I'm not going to bring too much, just the bare essentials. Um, it's best to travel light. So if I do die, like I have in the past, of course, I won't be having too much. So I'll always just respawn back home. So that's why I don't want to take too much valuable stuff with me. I don't know if the pillagers are too active nowadays. I haven't really been keeping an eye on them. I don't think they're around. I wonder if there's any around here. Like I haven't seen them, but like I know there was that one episode that we saw them back, but now nothing really. All right, let's go back and cook some of this stuff. Then I think that should be enough food for us to sell out. Set out, I should say, sell out. But what's this stuff? I wonder. This isn't my garden. This is the one of the villagers' gardens that I didn't really tear down. I didn't really see the need to. I guess it's not really too big of a deal. Let's see. Let's see how much coal I have. I have no coal. Actually, no, I do have this coal. That's great. Let me throw some of this stuff away. I don't need that wool. Guess I'll keep the beetroot, but yeah, it's good things. Good things. Just trying to get back on track with everything on the channel and starting back up Minecraft Adventures. I know it wasn't too long, but well, I might need a little bit more food. I'm gonna take this guy. Sorry, it's a sacrifice. Let's see here. Might need a little bit more than I thought. So just to be safe, you know. I mean, you never want to be out in the mine, especially mining, while there's no, you know, when you have no food. So I definitely want to get some more, just in case. Let's see, got some steak. Cook this, and then we should be in business. Be good. That should hold us over, right? I hope so. Alright, I cooked all that, and it should be easy to set out. I'm excited. It's been a while since I've been mining. Who knows what we could find? Hopefully we find some more diamonds. I think that was the very last time we did go mining, in fact, was when we found diamonds, and that was a good note. I tried to leave it off on. So yeah, we're just going to go right down to it. I don't know. I'm going to try to find a good mine if I can find another one. If not, I'll just go in the one that we had before, and maybe we could find some more, but definitely going to go mining. I promise that. I know I've been saying it for a while. Um, so yeah, I know this area was down here. I know I've been here before. Oh shoot, you know what I forgot? I forgot torches. That's like the one thing I definitely forgot was torches. I knew I was missing something, but I don't want to go back. I mean, I could, but I mean, you definitely have to have torches when you go mining, especially if it's a territory I haven't really encountered, because I definitely haven't been there to put torches down. What's this thing? Did I make this? I guess probably earlier on I made this at some point. Wow. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Um, I mean, I could get some of those torches, but all I needed is some. Well, I do have to mine coal. I guess this is the place I've been here before, so I'll just go down here, see if I can find anything maybe. I mean, definitely, obviously, torches are a good sign to know, but I've definitely been down here before. But just if I want to go further, I gotta. Here, let me have some of this food. I could definitely get some more cobblestone and get some more supplies and that like. So I mean, it's definitely not going to be a wasted trip. I just feel like, you know, it's going to be a little bit tougher without torches, but I'll try to pave my way. I mean, I could definitely always use cobblestone for building and whatnot, even though there's not too much left to build. But I'll just use what I can, you know, I'll use the resources I have. And I mean, it's not that far from the village. I mean, if I really have to come back up and go get torches if it gets that bad, I can. It's not going to be too big of a deal, but I guess we're just going to go the route with the mine that I already looked at. Now that I don't have any torches, I'll just go with the mine that I've already explored. But hopefully we can find some more. But it's definitely, you know, I can get some coal out of this, which I need to make torches anyway. So, I mean, it makes sense that I'm down here. I need some coal to make torches. So, I mean, it makes a good amount of sense anyway to be down here. So it's definitely not a waste of time. Just I could also get some wood on the way, because I think, what is it? I think you need coal and a torch, or coal and a stick, right? Redstone, that could actually be good for a project I'm thinking about doing. So we'll definitely take some of this redstone. Hopefully I don't mine straight into lava. I hear it. I'm not going to mine too much further than this because I could hear some lava and you don't want to mine straight into it. That's definitely a big mistake that I've made before. Let's see what else we have up here. What is this stuff? Cobbled deep slate? That's interesting. Let me try to tiptoe around here. I know I've explored this further. I mean, maybe this could be our regular mine. I mean, there definitely is probably more to explore here. I mean, I've only explored, I feel like, the bare minimum in other episodes. I remember this. I remember this area. I mean, I remember doing this, but I just feel like there's more that could be found. But I mean, it's not, it's not a complete like waste to be in here. Like, I could always find something that I may have missed or whatever. So it's not, 100% my conquered territory, but I suppose just this immediate area, I guess I'll pick up some more of this coal. I mean, I could also use some more iron to make more tools, but I don't see too much around here. It's tough. It's tough out here trying to focus, make sure I don't fall in the lava, which I won't, but you know how it is. I don't know how much, like, there really is to explore. Maybe I did explore all of this. I'm just trying to cover my bases, make sure I didn't miss anything big. Um, Lapis lazuli. I guess I'll take some of that. It's decent to have. But, I mean, some of this stuff, just not quite sure how much I actually looked at. Let's see, let me put some of this over here. I don't think this burns. Well, actually, yeah. Hold on, we could have something here. Let me try to cover up some of this lava so I don't accidentally go into it. Okay. Should be good. If I can find, I don't know, I doubt I'll find diamonds here. I also don't want to mine any of this because it just burns. Um, well, I don't see too much over here. And I don't want to mess with the lava too much just because that could be a mistake. I mean, like I was saying earlier, if you're traveling light, but the more you mine, obviously, the more valuables and whatnot you get. So you definitely want to, it's like a little tip. You definitely want to, the more you mine, the more valuables you get. And you definitely want to avoid the lava and try to avoid dying. And that's why you don't want to spend too much time because you always want to be able to go back upstairs. Well, yeah, I guess back up to the world and drop, I want to drop all my stuff off that I got, valuables and goodies and whatnot. So I mean, you don't want to mine for too long, a good amount of time, but you don't want to overdo it because you do eventually want to go back home to get your stuff. So that's a tip that I have, Minecraft tip. But oh, what's down here? I don't see. I know there's, what is that, lava down there? Oh, it can't be underwater, right? Well, kinda, I guess. How do I block this water off? Let me try to block it off. Alright, what do we have under here? I know there's some lava, so I'm going to tread carefully. Let me try to... Yeah, there it is, right there. Well, that could have been bad. I mean, I guess it could have always just ran into the water. See, that's cool that you have water. Actually, I'm going to get some of this water. I'm going to scoop it up in my bucket here. Can I? Or can I not? It's not letting me take the water? Oh, yeah, I can. Alright, there we go. That's also always a good thing to have, is a bucket of water. In case you do get engulfed in lava, you could just deploy the water bucket real quick, and you'll be all good. Let's see here. Yeah, this is all lava. This is not good at all. Especially if there is diamonds, because then it'll just burn. I don't know if this is a really good place for me to be. I feel like this is a bad mining area. Like, I feel like this is kind of unprofessional, but... Now I feel like I'm getting into uncharted territory with lava. Well, what they say, where there's lava, there's diamonds, and that theory proved us right last time. We found some diamonds, so I'm kind of wasting this coal. I shouldn't be, but just trying to be really careful here. Let's see. Wonder if I could cross over into here. There we go. I don't know what this stuff is, and my game kind of glitched out, and I think this just leads me into... Oh, jeez. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. That's why we have that. That's why we have that. Oh, that scared me. That's why we have our water bucket. See, that's a telltale example of that. That's why we have our water bucket. That scared me half to death. That's why I was worried about just mining straight into lava. But that's why we have our bucket. That's exactly why. And see, we could reuse it, which is cool. That's why we have that. That game in clutch right there. See, that's what I always would recommend. Always having a water bucket to save yourself in case you get into lava, just like that. So, there's lava all around. You could always just drop the water bucket. You're good. So, that was clutch right there. That would have been bad. I think it's just put us in a giant big circle back to where I already was. But, it was worth exploring. And, whoo, diamonds again. Wow. See, that proves the theory where there's lava, there's diamonds. I don't even know how I didn't see that. Let me just secure everything. Let me make sure there's no lava around, because if I mine it down, I'm going to be upset. That's good right there. That's a good mining trip. I didn't even have to go that deep down in the mine. I just found some. Let me just... See, there is lava. So, see, that's what we want to avoid, because if I mined into those diamonds, that's why I wanted to check. If I mined into the diamonds... Okay, I could do the smart... This is hard. Okay, because it will burn the diamonds if I mine them. Okay, let me just be extra careful here. Okay, let me just isolate the diamond and make sure there's nothing lava-wise around here. I would just want to be really smart. I don't want to waste it, even if it is just one diamond. So you want to be careful about that. See, it's all kind of Minecraft lessons around here. I don't know. I don't think there's diamonds or lava under here. Is there? Okay, there isn't. I don't think. I know there's a slime over there. Alright, we're just gonna go for it. Hopefully I can grab it real quick. Okay, there we go. We got it. That's clutch. That's cool. Even if it was just one diamond, one diamond means a lot. That's cool. So there is... Proves my theory right here. That where there's lava, there's diamonds. That's what they say. So I say that alone made it a successful mining trip, like I said, even if it was only one. And I guess I missed that diamond coming through here again. So see, it's always good to double check your mining spots. And now we got some goodies to go home with, some supplies. I'm gonna mine a little bit more, but found diamonds. 2 mining trips in a row is to where I found diamonds. That's a good part. That's a good luck, I guess. Usually you have to go deeper into a mine to find diamonds, but after that crazy. Let's see, we should be good. I'm just trying to double check everything. I know I kind of already had this area. I'm glad I kind of explored around here. I mean, I guess I wonder if we'll find more diamonds. I don't even know how I missed that. I must have... Because it was a circle. I came right through here. I guess... Must have not seen that. But yeah, we gotta be extra smart here. See, that's what I'm saying. You gotta have the water bucket in case you run into lava. You have to make sure your diamonds are good. Like, they're not gonna fall into lava and burn. It's all kinds of stuff you gotta make sure of, right? So, if I could give some advice, my Minecraft wisdom, if you will, because I've learned a lot over the years playing this game. I think a lot of people can say that. I'm just gonna mine a little bit here. Things could definitely be a little bit more organized chest-wise at the village. I'm gonna also be organizing some stuff, putting all these supplies in a good area. I might make another chest. Might get some wood on the way home. So I'm gonna do it with my axe. I guess I'll just mine until this pickaxe breaks. What's this stuff? Ooh, that looks interesting. I don't know what that stuff is. I know I've seen it before, but I forget what it's called. Well, at least it's not lava in here. I know that orange stuff will burn you. Right? I think it will. Yeah, well, just temporarily. Oh dear. Well, we're gonna go back through here so I don't drown. Yep. I don't know. Well, it was worth a try, I guess. What is this stuff? What is it? Glow ink sac? Well, we'll take it. You know, I don't know what I could use it for, but you know, yeah, whatever. And I don't want to mine with a dirt with a shovel, or not a shovel, but a pickaxe. Yeah, I guess I'll just keep mining until this pickaxe breaks, just to get use out of it. Um, you know, 1 diamond means a lot to me, so you know what? We'll take it. We'll take it. I know it wasn't too much, but it's something. Especially, I guess, all this lava. Maybe it does mean there's diamonds. That's a pretty good haul, plus all the other supplies we got. I'm just trying to make sure I didn't miss anything down here, like, legit-wise. I don't see anything. I mean, I did miss that diamond, so now I really want to make sure. Because I feel like I should have seen that, but I didn't. No. This is the way back up, so that's like the... And maybe I will come back down here in future episodes. I mean, I think it's... I obviously didn't explore everything, otherwise I would have gotten that diamond. So, I mean, it's obviously not completely unexplored. So maybe this can be our regular mine. I mean, I was thinking maybe something else, but maybe we could stick with this mine for a while. I'm just going to get all the cobblestone I can before it breaks, at least for now. Can't explore too much without torches, but yep, there we go. I can, however... I am, however, going to throw some of my stuff away in the lava. Just stuff that I don't want. Like this I don't need andesite. Don't need this dirt. And the rest of the stuff can stay. There's just some stuff I can throw away. Alright, let's go back up, shall we? I really don't want to die with all this stuff, and I'll pick up this cobblestone. It's too valuable to be losing here. As I almost fall down, that was ironic. Yeah, you always want to make sure you have the right preparation, especially for mining. Mining is a very particular business. It's very, you got to be very prepared. And there's also, I guess, there's this level of the mine I haven't completely explored, so... Hey, there's a skeleton up there. I guess maybe I have. Hey, come back up, see what happens, yeah. There we go. And I guess all my level fell down. I mean, I can't do too much now that I don't have a pickaxe, but... certainly always come back down here just because... I mean, there's still interesting stuff down here. I mean, it's not bad. There's still some iron and whatnot. Yeah, there's good stuff down here. I could always come back down here for supplies. I don't want to get too exploratory because I don't have my pickaxe, and if I do find something, I just won't be able to mine it. I mean, I guess, where there's torches I already explored, but... well, I'll just get my way back home. I don't have too much else to see up here, right? Just trying to, well, there's lava down there. Make sure we avoid that. Let me just do some stuff. Oh, see, I'm tempted to explore more, but I don't have much to explore with. That's the hard part. Like, I don't have my pickaxe. I could always come back later, but... for now, I'm just going to take my winnings and take what we have and go back to the house. Let me just focus on getting back here so I don't die. Because this is like uncharted territory now, kind of back here, so... can just take the stairs back up. That leads us back to the water well. Let's see, because there's more stuff here. There's more to it, so maybe this mine is more than I thought it was. I think it's raining outside. Oh, that was a failed attempt. How lovely, it is raining. And I think this is our, well, see, I'm trying to find a good way to go back up. If I jump here, yep, I made that. That was a little bit risky, but we take it. Alright, here we go. We'll make our way back up and back to the house. Just because I want to... That was a creeper. Well, at least I was on full health. That's why you always want to be on full health. If you can, you know, if you could afford it. Let's make our way back here. And there's some zombies chasing after me, naturally. Um, can make my way back. Well, that was a pretty successful mining trip, I think. Hey, it's a fox. I don't know. Can I domesticate a fox? I don't know. I'm kind of cutting through here. Ooh, what's this? I don't think I've seen this. I'll take a saddle even though I already have one, and none of this is too interesting. I guess I kind of already went through here. I don't know if this is just like a cut-through area, but I'll pass on this. Let's try and explore a little bit more. I might grab some of the wood. Here, I'll grab some of this for now. See what else we have coming up here. Just trying to, don't want to get lost. There's our village. See, it wasn't too far. I gotta make like a telltale marker of like where like the mine is, like maybe like a tower of sorts, just so I could tell. I know it's not too far from the village, but alright, we're back home here. I guess it is raining after all. But I'm gonna get in the house, put all the stuff away, and I mean there still is a lot of improvements I could technically do to the village, but I mean, you know, I got rid of all the cows. Um, I mean, there's a lot of improvements I could do, but they're just little improvements, not too big projects. I do want to get a better food source. That's definitely one of the things that we could do. And what can I do? I want to make a chest. What do I need to make a chest? Oak planks. I should be able to make oak planks, because, you know, with a little bit of wood, you can make a lot of oak planks. Let me look it up here. Whoops, I spelled that wrong. Did I get the wrong kind of wood? I got a spruce log. I guess I could make spruce planks, and I don't know if you could still make stuff with that, but... Oh, I could still make a chest with it. I'm also going to make, what is this, a jukebox? Oh, I can make that with my diamond. I mean, I won't, though. I'm not going to waste it like that. I'm going to make a double chest just for our supplies. So this is where all the general stuff can go. This chest is kind of messy, but I'm going to put this back. Let me just make sure all the doors are shut. I'm going to put this back. Can I go to bed? I can't. There's monsters. There's always monsters. I'll put this right next to my bed with some other valuable supplies and stuff. So this will be our supply chest. And then this will be with where more of the valuables are. Put this with our other diamonds and gold and whatnot. I guess I'll put this egg sack in here. I'll put this with the lapis lazuli and also like stuff like that. And then this is where all the stuff's going to be going, like all the cobblestone and supplies and whatnot. Put a bone in there, coal, supplies, tools. I guess I'll put some tools in there. Like the more valuable tools like gold and maybe diamond swords and whatnot I'll put in here. But if it's just like a regular iron sword, I'll put that in the in this chest. This is where the more valuable stuff, the other one will be where the more valuable stuff will go. But this will just be our general area, you know, where we store tools, diamonds and things like that next to the bed. And the other chest I'm also going to get organized. That's something I got to do. This one, I don't know what's half in here, but this one's, I mean, it's not too crazily unorganized, but it's just the kind of chest we started out with, so just little stuff like that. And this will be our supply chest. I know I was saying earlier, but See, I can never sleep in my own house. It always has to be elsewhere because there's always monsters nearby. See, that's so unfair. And I want to take my dog with me on these trips, but it's a little more dangerous. I don't want him to get hurt. There he is in there. I want to keep him safe. Is this the culprit down here of why I can't sleep? And I know there's zombies underneath the, like, it's like the little cave right underneath the house, so that makes it tricky to sleep in, like, the main house. Still might not be able to sleep. Yeah, there's monsters nearby. I can never sleep in my own house because they live underneath. I'll just go to one of the other villages. That's what I was saying. I know the best part about living in the village, there's a lot of beds around that I could just chill at. You know, some of the expansion beds here. Hopefully we got through the night. It's still raining out, so that means there's mobs. And my game's kind of glitching. Pardon me for that. Oh, it's not anymore. I lied. I think that's a zombie villager. I don't think I've seen one of those before in a while. At least not in this series. And there's a creeper. Well, we're going to stay far away from him. I'm just going to go all the way around. I'll take the long way around. I don't want to mess with him. But yeah, well, on that good note, I think that's where we're going to cap off today's episode. I know it wasn't too interesting. Oh, I guess it kind of was, actually, now that I think about it. I mean, we did find one singular diamond to add to our collection. So that's, by that, I think it would be a successful mining trip. Any mining trip you find some valuables and supplies and whatnot, I think you could count it as a successful mining trip. But other than that, I know I didn't have any torches, so I kind of already went to territory I already found. But definitely in the next episode or the episode before that, I'll go mining again. Now that we have all of our projects and stuff out of the way, I'll definitely have more time for that. And we'll be exploring more and whatnot. So we'll definitely want to get some torches. But yeah, I think it's a pretty good way to cap off the video. So, of course, be sure to subscribe for more content. Like the video, all that good stuff. Discord, Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, links in the description as always. Sorry, I was just looking at this thing. I kind of got sidetracked. But yeah, got a lot of cool stuff coming. So got a lot of good stuff coming. Got a lot of new series and whatnot coming this year. So I know it's still early in the year, but something interesting is actually coming out. You guys are seeing it Thursday. You'll see it. I think I'm gonna put it out on Saturday. I think you guys will see Saturday. As you guys are seeing this, it's Thursday. You'll see it on Saturday. So I got one of the cool stuff I was planning for this year coming out Saturday. So stay tuned for that. As soon as that's getting it rolling for the new year. So, but yeah, for now though, I will see you guys in the next video.